What's going on YouTube? KoD here bringing you another episode of KoD Talks. Before we get started into it, as always, I got some shit to plug. I got my video coming out on Tuesday. We're trying to keep coming out with videos on Thursday. Me and Faz been slipping a little bit on it, but please stay tuned. We are going to be bringing them back. I swear, it's the new year. We're going to get back on schedule with that. The holidays came up, family time, shit like that. We didn't really have a whole lot of time to get together. And when we did, we were just hanging out. So we're going to actually try and buckle back down on that, start putting out videos or vlogs or challenges or whatever on Thursdays. And then we got Challenge Faz on Sunday. I don't know if you tuned into the last video that Faz put out, but the XR2 hipfire inverted on 8 cents, fucking hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Make sure you go check that out. I geeked the entire time. But let's go ahead and get started into it. Today, we're talking about perceptions. So, it's kind of a hard topic to explain, but I'm going to do my best, so just bear with me, alright? When you're a kid, you're taught all the colors, right? This is the easiest way that I can think of trying to explain my point. You're taught the colors. You're taught what red is, you're taught what blue is, you're taught what green is, you're taught what purple is, and you know these things. These are your perceived visions of these colors. You see the color red and you instantly say that's red. You see the color blue, you instantly think that color's blue. But what if other people don't see those colors the same way that you do? But everybody knows that's blue because they were taught that the way that they see that color, that it's blue. But what if I see it as a different color? What if I see blue the way that you see green? But we both know that blue is blue, regardless of how you see it. We know that that is the color blue. We know that that is the color green. But what if my blue is actually your green, and your green is my blue? We both know that they're the same thing. You see where I'm having a hard time explaining this? It's all in the perception of how you see it. It's all in the way that your mind processes it. It's all in the way that you see things. They say the truth is in the eye of the beholder. And what if what I believe is true is completely different than what you believe is true, just because we're taught that they're the same thing? Because you're taught that this is the way that one thing is, and I'm taught that this is the way that one thing is. They're completely different, but they're the same. I'm sorry if that doesn't make sense. It makes sense in my head, and it probably makes sense in my head because this was a thought that I had while I've been battling the flu. So it was like a fever-induced thought, which is probably the closest to a hallucination thought that I could get. So just bear with me. I'm going to try and run with it. I'm going to try and explain this the best I can in the next couple minutes. So there's a story I had read online, you've probably seen it too, where a teacher stands up and he asks the class, what color is this book? And the whole class answers that it's brown, because the color of the cover is brown. And he says, no, it's red. And they're like, no, the color of that book is brown. It's clearly brown, we can see it. And then he turns the book around, and the back of the book is red. So it's really in how you're looking at it. It's how you're visualizing the image. It's how you're perceiving the information that's being processed by your brain. It's how you are seeing the object. And if you look at it from a different person's point of view, it could have a completely different meaning. It could be completely different than what you thought that it was. So sometimes you have to step back from your thought process. You have to step back from the way that you believe and the way that you have been raised or the way that you have been brought up, whatever it is to believe in something or to see something. You have to step back from that and take a look at it from somebody else's point of view. You have to try and change your point of view on something so that you can understand the full picture. Because if you only look at it from a certain point of view forever, then you're never going to understand the true meaning behind what it is that you're seeing. You're only going to see your angle of view. And your angle of view may be the tip of the iceberg, but when you go below the water, there's a whole fucking massive mountain of ice down there. And you couldn't see it because you were afraid to dip your head below the water. You were afraid to look at it from a different point of view. You were afraid to see what you didn't want to see, what you didn't believe was there. So if you sometimes step back from yourself, step back from your ego, step back from your own reality, and put yourself in the shoes of somebody else, you may understand then what it is that they're going through. You may understand what it is that they're seeing and why that they're acting the way that they are, and why they say that one thing is one way when you know in your heart of heart that it is another way. Stop being so self-centered. Stop being so egotistical, and step back and realize the world is a much bigger place than what you understand it to be. Understand that we are just a tiny speck in the giant world that, you know, just even on planet Earth, we're a piece of dirt. We're a speck of dust compared to the Earth. The Earth is a speck of dust compared to the universe. The universe is a speck of dirt compared to the galaxy. Well, no, I think that's backwards. Earth, galaxy, Earth, solar system, galaxy, universe. Right? Yeah. And then dimension. And then you go into that. What if there is another dimension and we're just afraid to see it because we can't see it? Because we don't perceive it that way. Our perception of it is what you see in front of your face is what you believe. But what if there's more to it than what you can see in front of your face, and you just have to let go and understand that in order to appreciate it? I don't know. Sorry if this was one of the weirdest topics that I've ever done. It was just a thought that came to me. I was battling some fever, and I was kind of tripping out on some NyQuil, and it came to me, and I was like, you know what, that's a really good topic, so I'm going to try and lay that down, and I'm going to try and see if I can get other people's point of view on it. So please, leave a comment below. Let me know if any of this made any sense to you. I swear I'm not on drugs. I swear I'm not crazy. Alright, I'm a little crazy. I'm not that crazy. Yeah, leave a like, leave a comment below, let me know what you thought of this video, give me a topic that you want to hear me talk about, make sure you stay up to date with everything that we're putting out, hit that subscribe button so you can do it. We got my videos on Tuesday, we got Faz coming out on Sunday, we're going to get back to the challenge video or the vlogs on Thursdays, and yeah, until next time, I'm KoD F0ot, later.